This is the first time I've ever spoke about this.
Chris Appleton breaks his silence on his divorce from Lukas Gage. Nearly 2 years after the hairstylist filed to end his marriage to the White Lotus alum, he publicly shares his thoughts on the breakup for the first time. Chris tells Jay Shetty on the August 6th episode of his On Purpose podcast,
You can love someone and there not be a forever happy ending. I think you learn so much from it. I think any relationship I've ever gone into, I've learned so much from it. I've learned what's important to me in terms of boundaries, in terms of how I want to be loved, how I want to love. And that's a beautiful thing because it means you're always growing and evolving. It doesn't mean you don't learn something about yourself. And just because it's not forever doesn't mean it didn't mean something.
The 42-year-old, who tied the knot with Lukas in April 2023, 2 months after sparking romance rumors, also pushed back on critics of his relationship timeline.
Look, moving fast doesn't always mean you're reckless. I think sometimes it means you're hopeful. And I think any relationship I've ever been into, I've gone into with an open heart. And I have no regrets about that. I think we shame people too much for leading with an open heart. And I think the sad part about that, especially when it doesn't work out, and I think the sad part about that is you can learn to retract and protect yourself. But I would rather love and fall than to never feel anything at all.
Chris also notes that he was dealing with a lot of private pain surrounding the end of his marriage, which was officiated in Las Vegas by his client and friend, Kim Kardashian. However, with the help of his friends, family, and therapist, he learned that it's okay to not be okay.
One of the biggest lessons I learned is finding alignment. From what I do is all about visual, it's what I've done my whole life. And even what people see of me is this visual representation of Chris Appleton. But I think for me, there was a real piece in finding alignment and inner peace on the inside. And like I said, that wasn't an easy process, but I think when you align those two, when you genuinely feel good on the inside, I think that's when your real power comes in place.